captured with a 4 by 4 matrix, and I am going to teach you now. And if you learn these things, I think every movement in this universe you can control.
4 by 4, 4 4 is 16, 16 values.
16 elements, but even all 16 elements will not have few group of elements will have same characteristics. So you need
So not even all 16 are independently.
Yes, yeah. So how that will do?
Just imagine before the
Here I used to learn and matrix in our schools, and I used to wonder why we learn so many matrix definitions, so many things about matrix, and there was no use in throughout my professional career. I had never used anywhere matrices. So I was wondering why we learn that. But now my thought has been changed after looking all this new advancement. Now I feel that without matrix nothing is there, and I say that matrix is also not a vast subject as we have read in my school life. Only one matrix, if you know properly, 90% problem you can solve, and I am going to tell about you for that matrix only, and that is the one matrix and one matrix multiplication. Okay. Matrix, I told you that it is a group of number. It is not a group of number, that is all.
Is it an ordered pair of numbers?
No,
or
it may not be ordered, but ordered we make it ordered because A11, A12, A13 like that we keep it so that we can perform many operations, and we can multiply this with like that. This one operation if we learn, then we can solve any transformation problem. Okay. And I think everybody we know about this, and these are called rows. These R1, R2, R3, and similarly C1, column 1, column 2, column 3. These are the things. No, everybody will learn it in class 11 or 12. Now what will happen? What is the requirement of matrix multiplication? Only one requirement. What is that?
rows
This
equal to
this number of
columns is equal
columns
to number of rows.
should be equal to number of rows. That all the requirement.
If both are square, that is always satisfied.
M into A,
And A into
no,
Both are squares and of same order. We can multiply a 3 by 3 matrix to
by
2 by
4.
2.
Yeah.
A into N, these two, this is the matrix 1.
Then product will be M into N.
So, M into N. This is the things. Our matrix multiplication is this row and this column we have to multiply, but I am not going to teach you that matrix multiplication here. I will teach you matrix multiplication in Excel, how you can multiply, because I do not encourage you learn to mechanically calculate, that I want to avoid. So, you will go to directly matrix multiplication, how we can do it in Excel.
नंबर बिजनेस में करना पड़ेगा.
Before multiplication, I want to give this a general representation of a scalar multiplication. Suppose you have a 5 if you multiply with 0, what will happen? This 5 will become 0, and if you multiply 5 with 5, what will happen? It will increase its length 25 times, it will reach to 25. If you multiply with 0.1, it will be 0.5. So, this expansion contraction will go on happening with multiplication, is not it? And sometime 5 minus into minus 1, it will be minus 5, it will move the same. So, that same thing will happen with matrix multiplication also. So, first thing we will draw a point. We know how to plot a point. Now, just you put in cell 1, cell 2 for 3 and 5.
In some other cell. Where was it? Insert.
And this is you can put like that, cell 1, cell 2, and you can in Excel there will be no line like that. So, you can put in 4 cells 4 numbers, any numbers. So, you can in 6 cell you can do that. This is your x and y, or this is your multiplication matrix for which you want to matrix. This is your point and you want to multiply this. So, 1 into 2 and 2 into 2, what you will get? You will get a x dash y dash, some change x dash y dash, is not it? This is the requirement matrix. If you want in 1 into 2 into 2 into 2 matrix multiply, you will get 1 into 2, and 1 and 2 what I am referring? Row, 1 row 2 column, 1 row 2 column. So, here this point was 1 row, this is 1 row and 2 column. So, here output will be also 1 row and 2 column. We are interested when these 2 numbers multiplied by these 4 elements, what will be the result of this. So, let us try it. After this, okay, entered. I have shown that how to enter this, and then this is a trick. This trick is for matrix multiplication. We should know what will be the output cell. Output cell here 1 into 2. So, we have to select 1 into 2 cell. I have selected that, and then is equal to M U L T. Then array 1 means first matrix, then array 2 is second matrix, and bracket close, and then F2, and then control shift enter, and you got 18 and 20, 26.
And what was the formula?
Here formula is equal to M U L T. MMULT means matrix multiplication, okay, and then array 1, then array 2. That is all. Your matrix multiplication. Then what you will do after entering F2, then
20 क्यों नहीं है?
shift control plus enter, shift control plus enter simultaneously you have to press and you will get this result. Because why I am telling matrix multiplication, you will get hundreds points in future when we will do this matrix multiplication. No, manually it is simply impossible to do so many calculations. So, if you learn here you can build castle, but if you try to make a manual calculation you even cannot do a triangle, because after 3-4 multiplication you will be tired, your brain will adjust. So, this is must, everybody is comfortable, everybody got this 18 and 26,
Select array 2.
raise hand.
Bracket close. Now control plus shift plus enter. Not just enter. Control shift and enter.
1826.
This formula you write down, because you will forget, definitely you will forget,
Shift, control.
and at home you cannot practice then. So, help file is there, if you can give help F1, then help file will be there and you give their matrix multiplication, then you can get this formula, but you write down this formula so that you can readily calculate.
F2, what is that?
F2, F2, then shift control and enter simultaneously, then these two, and you have to select both the things.
You have to first and foremost select the
Two cells
number of cells required for the result,
output.
output, and then F2.
No, then is equal to MMULT arrow 1 arrow 2.
Okay, for this is MMULT is equal to after selecting number of cells.
Yes, first cell it will automatically.
Cells for the multiplication. Output. Then MULT this. Then F2 shift control enter. But I didn't do F2. I did shift control enter. It worked.
Okay. Some advancement is there, no? So different modules have different things. But
yeah, the versions.
before proceeding, let us plot it.
ब्रैकेट क्लोज करना पड़ेगा ना.
Yes, bracket is to be closed.
Keep on changing. I'll get.
So now right click and plot this point, both the points.
এখানে এই যে এটা যখন ধরছে এটা ধর
कहाँ पे? Where do you plot?
ठीक है. सही नया मैट्रिक.
Again we'll create another point here.
No. Add कीजिएगा बस.
Finished? So you see how easy this is, and I have plotted this point also. Plotting, you know that by this time how you can plot it, and it is very easy to plot.
फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स
सेलेक्ट करना है.
इस पर क्लिक कीजिए तो y वैल्यू सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
ट्रैक करके
अब इधर 26 सेलेक्ट किया.
you just listen me. We will go to we will not finish today. I want to finish all the you can practice it at home, and I will be repetitively doing same thing. So it is not hard to get it again. But let us change these parameters. Suppose 1 at 1 you just make it 4 or 3. You see this how this point changes and values changes. So every element having its own.
What was the other 3 5 was also to be another.
Just see, and you make all 0. All these transformation matrix, all elements 0. Then what is happened? 3.5 we have reached to the 0 0, is not it? So this signifies that any point you can move anywhere. This is the observation, and if you don't want to change, so this is you can change with identity matrix. They tell it as a identity matrix. You see that 3.5 superimpose original and new same place. So this is called identity matrix. When you multiply anything with identity matrix, it is value will not change. But if you make it 2 and this is 2,
Scale.
It will scale something. You will not knowing what is happening now.
I need to add another point here. So what will you have to do here?
You will add a series.
Another series.
Yeah.
So this is okay. Now actually what
Select
is
it,
happening,
select it,
scaling or something that
Add.
for that we will draw a
अभी y बड़ी से कीजिएगा.
ये प्लस आ गया.
मैं दोबारा
नहीं दोनों को एक साथ सेलेक्ट करना
Okay.
अच्छा
ड्रैग करके
दो मैट्रिक्स
House for others. ये 5.
Niloy,
Yes.
what is the status? Is okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Parth, okay?
यस सर
Ready?